Question 1. In which of the following family types are cultural traditions passed from older members to children most easily? That response will be B, extended family. 2. Maxine Lewis lives with her unmarried mother and father. The union between her parents can best be described as C, common law. Items 3 and 4 refer to the following scenario. Susan is 26 years old. She is married, has 2 children, and a well-paid job. Her husband died in a motor vehicle accident. Soon after his death, Susan and her children went to live with her parents, her brother, and his family. This situation has changed Susan's family structure from nuclear to extended. Item number 3, B. Which of the following factors would likely have had the least influence on Susan's decision to live with her relatives? Insufficient income to provide for her children would be the least likely reason. So number 4, D. Number 5. Which of the following actions is least likely to be a concern of adolescents in the family? Least likely for adolescents is providing financial support for the home, 5A. 6. In the Caribbean today, fathers have accepted more responsibility for child rearing, mainly because of the increase in working mothers. Number 6D. Number 7. Which of the following is least likely to be important to a man and woman who are planning to start a family? 7B, social status. Item 8 refers to the following information. Unemployment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for younger brothers and sisters. Which of the following problems is not likely to affect the younger children of such families? So not likely would be D, lack of opportunity for peer group interaction. That will least likely to affect the younger children. Question number 9. The type of care associated with elderly is described as a geriatric. Question 10. Research suggests that young people are influenced to abuse illegal drugs mainly because of B, peer pressure. Item 11 refers to the following scenario. The citizens of Gordon Village are not satisfied with plans to locate a cemetery on land adjacent to the main river in their community. They formed a group to make representation to the parish council. The group the citizens formed may best be classified as an interest group. 11C. Identify the order in which the ancestors of the Caribbean people arrived in the region. So you have items 1 through 4, and you have to arrange them in the order in which they came. So that order will be A. We had the Amerindians who arrived first, followed by the Europeans, then the Africans, and the East Indians last. So 12A. Question number 13. Which of the following is a characteristic of a strong leader? A strong leader is willing to make decisions, 13A. 14. Samuel broke one of the school rules and the teacher gave him 250 lines to write. The action of the teacher is an example of a sanction. Question 15. Which of the following may be classified as institutions? So you have 1, family, 2, education, 3, religion. So that response is D. All of them will be classified as institutions. Question number 16. Which of the following strategies is a political party to use to reach to a large number of persons in the shortest possible time? And that will be the use of electronic media, 16C. Number 17. A political campaign is a method used by parties to B. Encourage people to vote. Number 18. In a constitutional monarchy, the political leader of the victorious party becomes the Prime Minister. 18A. Number 19. Adolescents are most likely to influence each other in a positive way when they B. Become involved in guidance and counseling activities. Number 20. Which of the following is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? So 20C, the probate of wills. That is not done by the family court. Number 21. Which of the following is not a role of the trade union? So the trade union does not report negligent workers to management. So 21B. In which of the following countries is proportional representation used to elect a government? So 22A, Guyana. The use of proportional representation. Number 23. In the English-speaking Caribbean, the first court which hears the criminal offenses is usually the magistrate's court. So the magistrate's court is the first court to hear the offenses. Number 24. Which of the following are non-tax sources of revenue for the government? 24D. Grants from donor agencies. Number 25. Caribbean countries where the Queen of England is the head of state may be described as a constitutional monarchy. 25C. 26. One main duty of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is to regulate debates. 26A. 27. In CARICOM countries, citizens have the right to vote. This right is called universal adult suffrage. 27D. 28. Which of the following are items of expenditure for a government? So you have 1, salaries for civil servants, 2, old age pensions, 3, custom duties. 28. That response will be A. Expenditure will be A. Salaries for civil servants and old age pensions. 28A. Number 29. Lack of sufficient resources to support the demands of a nation's population is known as overpopulation. 30. Which of the following are not included in the written constitution of a country? Not included in the constitution are methods of taxation A. Do you know the full quota of multiple choice questions can be found in the future book for social studies? Make sure to get that one. Get the book. 31. A country's rate of natural population increase will be greater when the birth rate is higher than the death rate. 31A. Number 32. Infant mortality refers to the death of children under the age of 1. 33. Which of the following best describes a census? A census can be described as a counting of the population of the country and recording its characteristics. So 33D. Number 34. Which of the following is least likely to be affected by overpopulation in a country? Number 34C. Participation in religious activity. Item 35 refers to the graph below. So from the data given in the graph, it can be concluded that the female birth rate reached its highest level around the mid-1970s, 35C. Number 36. The labor force is best defined as all persons who are employed, unemployed, qualified, willing, and able to work. 36D. Number 37. Which of the following best explains why birth rates have been falling in some Caribbean countries? That response is C. Family planning is now encouraged in several countries. Number 38. The concept of push and pull are associated with the migration of people. 38A. 39. The statistical data provided by a population census helps the government of a country to plan its developmental programs. Number 40. Which of the following are important for the development of a nation's human resources? So you have 1. A healthy environment. 2. A high rate of unemployment. And 3. Formal educational opportunities. So which one of them will be important for the development of our human resource? That's 1 and 3. So that response will be B, 40B. Number 41. Healthy individuals are beneficial to a country's development because they are more likely to be D, productive and effective workers. Number 42. An example of intra-regional migration is the movement of people from Trinidad and Tobago to St. Lucia, intra-regional within the region. 43. Which of the following actions may be taken by an employer against workers during an industrial dispute? Number 43C, a lockout. Number 44. Which of the following is not a reason for a government to develop the human resource potential for a country? That response is D, to supplement the labor force for foreign countries. That is not a reason to develop the human resource because you do not want persons to migrate from your country to another to help in another or to develop for another country or the foreign country. Number 45. Which of the following is most appropriate order for a job seeker? So you have 1. Assess qualification and experience for available job. 2, collect information about available job vacancies. And 3, write applications for the desired jobs. So number 45, that response will be B. So you collect information about available job vacancies. 2, 1, you assess your qualifications. And then 3, you write an application. For 46, item 46 refers to the following pie chart, which shows the proportion of revenue earned from industries in CARICOM. So number 46, that response is C. The mining sector earns more than the manufacturing sector. Number 47, it is true to say that marine life in the Caribbean is a renewable resource. Number 48. Which of the following CARICOM groups is made up of prime ministers, executive presidents, or chief ministers? That is C, the heads of the government conference. Item 49 refers to the following table, which shows the population figures for country X in 2020. The natural increase in population for country X in 2020 was A, 18,000. And you get that response by subtracting the number of births from the number of deaths. Which of the following factors hinder cooperation in CARICOM member states? Competition for foreign investments. 51. Which of the following are ways in which people have caused soil erosion in the Caribbean? So you have 1, mining, 2, slash and burn, and 3, crop rotation. Mining and slash and burn cause soil erosion, so that is A. 52. Between 1958 and 1962, Caribbean governments made an attempt to unify the region politically by A, forming a federation. 53. Which of the following is a renewable resource found in the Caribbean? So a renewable resource found in the Caribbean is wood. So 53B. 54. Individual countries in the region are too small to make their presence felt on the world stage. Implied in this statement is a need for individual countries to C, harmonize foreign policies. Number 55. Which of the following is least likely to result from the industrial development of the Caribbean? So number 55 is C, increase in unemployment. Number 56. Which of the following is the main reason for the trade conflicts which sometimes arise among CARICOM countries? Competition for markets when several countries market identical products. Number 57. CARICOM countries need to pool their skilled human resources. The most likely result of such action would be a reduction in the need for foreign experts. 57B. Number 58. If a CARICOM country imposes restrictions on CARICOM products, which of the following provisions of CARICOM is being violated? 58B. Liberalization of trade. In relation to CARICOM, number 59, the University of the West Indies and the University of Guyana are known as multilateral institutions. And number 60, economic integration as part of CARICOM's main objectives aims primarily to C, accelerate development in CARICOM countries. And that is the end of 2022